Well, I'm unsure if this outfit is giving I'm trying to be cool or I'm cosplaying as a stereotypical painter, but I got this cute beret that I wanted to wear. My makeup, the tones don't match. And this is why this is a primarily book channel and not beauty, fashion, etc. But hi, friends, my divas. My name is Sarah. This is Sarah Reads Slowly, and this is my spring TBR. But I thought it would be really fun to visit the shelves behind me out in the living room when I can take you along with me, and we're gonna pull books off the shelf and talk about them. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to read this season. I am a self-proclaimed mood reader. So spring, I'm thinking whimsical, light fantasy, kind of fluffy. What else? Looking at the shelves, I have a lot of literary fiction that's like on this top shelf. The shelf below is fantasy, and the bottom shelf is a real mix of a bunch of different things, so I don't think we'll be going all the way down to the bottom shelf. But immediately looking, I see The Dance Tree by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I got this at the Book Loft in Columbus, and this is inspired by the dance plague that wrecked the nation. Ooh, apologies for the shaky cam. The floor in this room is uneven. Actually, throughout this entire apartment, it's uneven. And if you can hear children screaming, I do have my windows open, and my neighbors are using their pool, which is crazy because it was like only 70 degrees today, but more power to you. But yeah, this book inspired by The Dance Plague, and that is giving Dance Fever by Florence and the Machine. Great album. It's a short little book, and I'm hoping it's whimsical. I think I've only seen one other person review this, and I think that was Gavin over at Gavin Reads It All. And he said the prose was really nice. I don't remember what else, but Pepper's gonna scratch, so we're gonna shake. But I think that may be a good contender for this season. Just something whimsical, historical. Yeah, we're gonna add that to the TBR. Okay, next, I wonder if I can bring you in a little bit closer so you can. And also, apologies for the lighting. I tried to go with something a bit romantic and whimsical this evening. It is about 7:30, so the sun is setting, but this is hopefully going to be some of the last times you see this setup because I'm moving, which is going to be wonderful. But that's not what this video is for. We're talking spring. I see Fruiting Bodies by Kathryn Harlan. This is a short story collection. I read my first short story collection earlier in the year, actually. I read 5 Tuesdays in Winter by Lily King, I think is the author's name. Yes, it's the same author as Writers and Lovers. You can't see, it's directly off screen. But I read her short story collection in January, and I really enjoyed it. This one is genre bending. It's eerie, mushroomy. I could be into that because, springtime, things are coming back to life after a long dormant slumber. And I think that could be really fun to read. I also picked this up at the Book Loft in Columbus last year during Indie Bookstore Day. So it's about time I get to that. So we'll add that to the TBR. What else? You really cannot see my shelf at all. Okay, that's a little better. Everything is on a phone that's on a tripod, so this is a fledgling channel. So thank you for bearing with me. What else looks nice? Okay, I see Whale Fall right here by Elizabeth O'Connor. This is another historical story. I believe this one's set off the coast of Wales. So a lovely European, well, I guess Wales isn't part of the EU anymore. Well, that's the Union. Anyway, a springtime adventure, but this is like coming of age story, loss, yearning, being a woman, all of the things that I love. So we'll add that to the TBR as well. I know there is a nonfiction at the very bottom of this big stack. Okay, there you go. Right here. Hood Feminism. This is a book by Mikki, Kendall. This is a book that's been on my shelf for a few years. And, oh, Pepper. Sorry, she was scratching the window. This book has been on my shelf for a long time. I haven't read it. I feel bad about not having read it yet. And I know that I want to throw in one nonfiction or two in for the springtime. So, okay, let's see. Can I do this? Of course, I put it on the very bottom. But that's everybody says like. My word is but, apparently. My mom's is evidently, which is fun and unique and cool. Okay. Oh, Diva, we got it. Okay. Now we gotta fix all of this. But you can enjoy the back of my head while I fix this real time. Well, good enough. Okay, we grabbed it. Yes, Hood Feminism, Mikki, Kendall. Notes from the women that the movement forgot. So, given that it's still currently, International Women's Month, as a woman that lives in the United States, I am searching for really valuable information on how women of all types can help lift each other up in these trying times, if you will. And what is particularly nice about this book, and the reason why I wanted to buy it, but I'm calling myself out for not having read it yet, it focuses on queer women, trans women, women of color, because those are the people that help push progress forward. It's not just white, cisgendered, women who are responsible for making things happen. And I want this to hurt my feelings because I need to be called out and consistently check my biases and everything. And yeah, it's just been on my shelf for a long time, and it's due time to read it. So I think this will be our nonfiction grab of this season. I believe the author is the narrator of the audiobook, so I might do like a tandem read where I grab that from the library and annotate this. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to digging into this, and I want to hold myself accountable to actually read nonfiction, because That is something that is really lacking in my current reading repertoire. So, good feminism. That's on the stack. What else can we pull? What else looks good? I know you can't. Maybe if we... Ooh. Yeah. Oh, this is some great camera work. Martyr. I know that's a pretty big title. I don't know that that would be whimsical, but definitely poetic. I believe the author is a poet. Yeah, by Kaveh Akbar. This one I bought at a lovely bookstore. Let me fix that, sorry. A lovely bookstore in Ames, Iowa called Dog-Eared Books. This was... When was it? This was like last March, so it's been about a year. I had never heard of this because at that time I was like largely off of Instagram, and I would get a lot of my book recommendations or desired reads from Instagram because like people would post about it and be like, this book changed my life, and I'm like, I want to be changed by a book. And so I hadn't heard about this, but I know that this was a pretty buzzy title on social media. I grabbed it because I liked the cover and I thought the premise sounded interesting, and I think it just continues to receive praise, and I want to know what it's all about. So I think we'll put that on the old spring TBR. There's just so many books here. Like, even on this shelf alone, I'm like, why haven't I read these? But, Ooh, do we want something a little gay? A little queer? I think so. That sounds lovely. Okay, I think it's called Antiquity. It's also translated. Oh, good heavens. We're gonna have to move all of these. If you would like to see like a physical TBR video, I'd be happy to film that. I can film that as I'm packing my books up. That would be really great because there's stuff like shelved back here. This is a bookshelf from IKEA. I think it's called the Fjallbo or something like that. We have several of them, and they are my favorites because I read, and so does my lovely partner. But, yes, okay, Antiquity by Hanna Johansson, translated from Swedish by Josefsson. I'm sorry. I will look up how to pronounce the translator's last name. But this is, elegant, slippery, and provocative. Antiquity is a queer Lolita story by prize-winning Swedish author Hanna Johansson. A story of desire, power, obsession, observation, and taboo. Ooh, saucy. Sorry, that was really cringe. I'm sorry. I'm almost 30. I can't be making faces like that. Yeah, for sure. Another little shorty, sweetie. I'm actually, whatever we pick today is the next book I'll be reading because I just finished Lamb by Lucy Rose. Holy shit. That, I've been filming clips for like a vlog to do a review about that book. That was one of the most devastating stories I think I've ever read. And I'll leave it at that. So I need to pick something to read for this evening. But, oh dear, I have mutilated my shelf. Okay, I think that's probably it from, I don't want to get too crazy. It from this shelf, if anything, from the next shelf down. So as we go down a little bit. Okay, cool. Excuse me. This shelf, things that are of interest to me, this book, Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield. I've had this book for literally forever. And it seems whimsical, which is a really big draw. It's like fairy tale-esque. Pardon my stumbling over my words. I'm just so excited to yap about books. But yeah, fairy tale, whimsical. I think there's... Okay, 3 girls missing, 1 is returned, a story begins. Yeah, why not? We'll add that. Now, let's just hope that after I stop filming this and I make some dinner and I don't, like, completely think, what the hell, Sarah, why did you pick these books? I don't want to read these books. So, we're gonna have options. Anything else on this shelf? I'm gonna go with no. I don't see anything else. I know we've got like the mother or the daughter of the moon goddess duology. I really have been wanting to read those, but right now doesn't feel like the right time. You know, that feels like a winter duology. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know. I've read Hamnet, love. Feybound, yes, maybe. No, I feel good. I feel good with this stack. We'll go peruse the other shelves. And we'll wrap it up, because yap. I've been talking for 16 minutes. So if you see like a random jump cut, that's because I paused this video. I'm going to start it back up in the living room. So see you soon. Oh, hey, it's me with better lighting in my living room. So this is my other shelf. Apologies, I didn't light these candles. But if you are an Over the Garden Wall fan, as am I, my favorite piece of media to ever exist, I have this beautiful For Sarah cassette, and For Sarah. Oh, look, it's me in the reflection of the plastic cassette tape. Oh, that was bad. Yeah. Isn't that so cool? And it's also it's spelled correctly. Like, that, I think, is why I like Over the Garden Wall so much. Because there is a very minor character named Sarah, and it's spelled the way I spell my name. I do not spell my name with an H. I felt really seen when that, like, Jimmy Fallon sketch was, like, popular a decade ago, where it's, you know, S-A-R-A without the H. You know. Okay. What do we got? So this shelf, you can't see it. Oh my god. I really hope that if you are a fan of this energy, it'll motivate me to continue making videos, and that way I can, like, actually upgrade equipment instead of just using a shaky tripod and my phone. But for now, we are being budget queens, okay? And all it takes is just a phone. Something to record on, even that. So, why am I saying that like I've made it big? This is like the 4th video I've made. But shout out to all of you lovely divas watching. I appreciate it. It boosts my self-esteem. Anywho, this shelf is like memoir, nonfiction. I think, yeah, there's an essay collection, 2 essay collections, but, 3 essay collections, but this is what I really want from this shelf. It's another nonfiction, but it seems appropriate to read in the springtime, and that's Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. This is just a book about nature and being kind to the earth. The author is a botanist, and yeah, I believe also the author is also indigenous, so that's really cool. And would love to just take my time, like sit outside, read a bit of this, tab it up. Because this is another book that I've heard nothing but good things about, and it's sat on my shelf for like a year. So, Braiding Sweetgrass. Indigenous wisdom, scientific knowledge, and the teaching of plants. That sounds wonderful. Adding that to the stack. And perhaps one more. One or two more. You know, a lady's gotta have options. So down we go to the next level. Isn't this so fun and engaging? Oh, okay, that works. Now, I will be kneeling, but, oh, come on closer. What are you doing over there? Okay, well, and of friggin' course you can't see the rest of the shelf. Okay, great, fab, love. Okay, what do we have? I've been looking at Just by Looking at Him by Ryan O'Connell for a while. This, you can't see me. This screams summertime and warm and sunshine, and it's funny, touching, queer. I think that has to be a must. So we'll put that on the stack. Now we've got Migrations or Pure Color or Sirens and Muses, or I can go with something off the wall, which I know I'll probably love, but that's Everyone on This Train is a Suspect by Benjamin Stevenson. I read Everyone in My Family Has Killed Somebody earlier this year, and I loved it, and it's entirely worth all of the hype it's been receiving. What a fabulous, cozy, fun mystery. Ooh, it was so good. But I don't know, I feel like I need to keep this on reserve for later in the year. I don't want to just like read it all so quickly and then not have anything like that waiting. Maybe Migrations. That seems right. That feels right. By Charlotte McConaghy. This is, I think, climate fiction. And it's about, I think, a bird migration. So that also seems like something that will be pretty quick to get through, but also impactful, hard-hitting, etc. So with that, we're gonna You Raise Me Up. Okay, that didn't work like I wanted it to. Oh, okay, well, never mind. You're just gonna go handheld as I come to sit on the couch to wrap it up. Okay, here we go. Whoa, the lighting is positively crazy. This has to work. There we go. You can see my kitchen, and that's okay. Now, to conclude this saga, again, spring TBR. Okay, I gotta lose this. We're getting to the end of it. I need to make some dinner. It's almost 8 o'clock. I feel a little frazzled. I was working, but we're here. We persist. We resist. We read. We have fun, and that's what matters. But to recap, we've got Migrations by Charlotte McConaghy, Just by Looking at Him by Ryan O'Connell, Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer, Once Upon a River by Diane Setterfield, Antiquity by Hanna Johansson. I'll learn to pronounce that correctly. Translated. Martyr by Kaveh Akbar, Hood Feminism by Mikki Kendall, Whalefall by Elizabeth O'Connor, Fruiting Bodies by Kathryn Harlan, and The Dance Tree by Kieran Millwood Hargrave. That is quite a stack. A lot of like beige books. Beige, gold, yellow. And I think that's great. Honestly, I might start with The Dance Tree or Once Upon a River. I think those are my two options for the first book of the spring TBR. But to conclude, that was the stack. I'm Sarah. I'm wishing you all a wonderful, prosperous new season of life. If you are in the northern hemisphere, happy spring. If you're in the southern hemisphere, happy fall. I hope everyone is well where they are, and thanks for watching. And I hope to see you in my next video, which should be a review/vlog of the book The Lamb by Lucy Rose. So if that sounds interesting to you, or if you want to know more about that story, keep a lookout. And I should hopefully have something soon, but you know, who knows. Anyway, I'm gonna go make some dinner, and I'm gonna decompress from a day at work. And yeah, again, wishing you all a lovely, prosperous new season, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.